three men were fucking killed. And then the Abednego, Shadrach, and Meshach were delivered, right? So I mean that's what we're trying to obtain, man. We're trying to obtain that same righteousness and that same sort of salvation.
Okay, well, Lot, you got...
Yeah, I got a lot. Can I get a
All right, go ahead.
This is Job chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil?
Yep.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Do Job fear God for naught? Hast thou not made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he have on every side, that thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance, and increased the land, and increased in the land. So yeah, the point I was making, like how the Lord has a hedge around his elect. Because that's what, and Satan knew that. Satan says, verse 9 said, Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Do Job fear God for naught? In verse 10 it says, Hast not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he have on every side, and thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. So he had a hedge, and the brothers in the fire, the Lord put a hedge around them where the fire couldn't even touch them. I mean, it's a little point right there. Genesis chapter 19, verse 15.
Right. In other words, why Job had that hedge was because he was righteous, man. He was an upright man. You know, he was doing everything he can for that righteousness. And when Satan afflicted him, man, he still kept that righteousness. Right. So you can't say a problem with your woman, or a problem at your job, or your family this and your family that should be distracting you from attaining righteousness with the Most High, because Job went through so much hell, right? And he still kept the righteousness. Right?
Genesis 19:16. Genesis 19 and 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and the hand of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass.
So that was the point. That the Lord saw Lot worthy enough to be delivered. They sent the angels to get him out of the city.
Man, the Lord always is the one delivering them out of the destruction. I mean, even during the time of Egypt, the chariot that took him out.
Yeah, it's like it said that the angels laid hands on him. Okay, took him out.
So I mean, the Lord always delivers us, man, and Yahweh Shai is always the one delivering us.
He had a hedge around our property.
Exactly.
He could allow your car to break down because you can take the hedge away.
Exactly.
Satan to test you.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. When things
touch our life, like just don't take my shit.
When things are going right for us, that's the Lord literally putting a hedge.
Where you living in Camden? Worst city in America. Yeah, it is.
But I mean, the Lord didn't want that. If the Lord didn't want that to happen, he could have had a hard time getting up here.
I think Detroit the worst city in America.
Detroit right now.
I know. I just seen that they were filing for freaking I think it was what 1 billion bankruptcy or something like that. Was it 1 billion?
Right.
I don't want to throw out a number, but they were going to file for some bankruptcy because they can't even pay the people that are working there. But
this is Matthew 24 and 30. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
In the power and having great glory.
It says, And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
So to that woman's question, all right, or to any other question that if you're watching this camera and you're trying to ask or wonder how we're going to escape this salvation, or how the elect is going to escape it, they're going to escape destruction. Yeah, they're going to escape it through the chariots.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. But so.
But it,
Psalms 91. The angel will bear thee up in that way.
The Lord is only going to deliver his remnant, man. The elect, man. So you got to be chosen, you know. None of us know if we're the elect, but at the same time, we got to keep our garments clean. You know, as brother's always saying, but that applies to the scriptures. Got to keep your garments clean. All right. Keep yourself, keep your mind right. Keep yourself headstrong, man. Headstrong, pushing forward, man. You got to be doing your studying. You got to be meditating in the law. And continue to have the mindset and separate yourself from the society, man. Like the scriptures say, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. All right. So that is what it says, man. We're in a time, in a period of war. All right. Right now, it's a spiritual, you know. But the Lord also said He's going to use His elect as His battle axe and weapons of war, man. So right now, we're in the spiritual warfare. We gotta stay headstrong. We gotta maintain the spirit. Just keep pushing this word wholeheartedly, unwavering.
Luke 12 verse.
Come over here, Dan. What you got?
Luke 12. Matthew 10 verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Do that again.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, in case you have this misconception, like the churches like to mainly teach that when the Lord comes back, everybody and anybody could be saved, and it's going to be a glorious day. Well, I got news for you. The only ones it's going to be glorious to are those that have been doing the work, man. First and foremost, the Israelites. But even after that, the elect out of the nation is those that were actually doing the work, man. So He's not coming to send peace. Not for America. There ain't no peace for America, man. How's there going to be peace to a place that the Lord said He's going to make a complete desolation? So really, the only peace that's going to be coming is those for the elect, man. But even then, in a broader sense, we're going to be at a peace of mind, but really, the elect are going to be physically battling, man. You know, right now, like I said, we're in that spiritual warfare. We're preparing for the breakdown that's coming, you know?
This is Luke 12 verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
So it's been kindling, man. The Lord is going to come and finalize it, you know? Allah Shai is going to come and finalize it. He's going to deliver His elect.
This is Isaiah 66 verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with His chariots like a whirlwind, to render His anger with fury and His rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, so the Lord, there's a couple attributes of the Spirit of the Lord right now, man. He's furious. He said the way He's going to rebuke the land and the inhabitants is through fire. That's funny because we had these signs out. Normally people don't generally ask. But we had two people actually ask, how is America going to be destroyed, you know? Or how is the fire going to come? Well, the Lord's going to come and bring it. All right? And the Lord's mustering up the battle over there in the Middle East, man. All right? Getting these other nations riled up against America. Because all their thermonuclear arsenal is coming over this way. All right? That's gonna be the Lord, man. That's all from the Lord.
It says, for by fire and by His sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So that's how the Lord's gonna plead with all flesh, man. By fire and by sword. So that's utter annihilation of all those that weren't right. All right. And the other nations, they don't stand a chance, you know. They don't stand a chance, man. If you're living, if you're outside the nation of Israel, you're here in America, don't stand a chance.
In the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be. The only remaining going to be the elect here in America. The ones that got delivered out of here. Right?
Well, Samaria represents Israelites. It says Hosea 13 and 16 says Samaria shall become desolate, for she hath rebelled against her power. They shall fall by the sword, their infants shall be dashed into pieces, and their women with child shall be ripped up.
See, man, the Lord is